Okay, so what we're going to do is practice some textures. You're going to take some of your clay, make it a slab, just like our normal way of doing it. This really doesn't have to be that large. It's only a practicing of our textures. So when I measure it, it really is about 6 inches that you want it to be. I just put it into a rectangle shape. Now I'm going to mark it. I'm not cutting it through, I'm just going to mark it. And section it off into 3 sections. Each of these sections, I want you to show me a different kind of texture. You can take objects, like a seashell, and imprint, whether I go this way or that way. And on the worksheet, you'll be able to see that there's other suggestions too, besides the ones I'm going to demo. You don't have to do these. You can make up your own. I love bristle brushes. They give such a great texture for like a tongue. Or a monster's skin. Another texture I like doing, a lot of you have is at home, markers. Markers can imprint on both ends. Gives you a different look both ways. You can also switch it up with a thin marker. Our expectation is for you to go ahead and fill up the whole square with these textures. So that you have an example kind of going on. Some other ideas besides this, just in case you're at a loss of what you want to do. If you have any screws around the house, you can use these to roll. It gives you a really good groove. Sometimes with fruits and pizza boxes and stuff like that, you can get oranges, netting. Sometimes what I do is I'll go ahead and put it down and then I'll hit it to really help the imprint. You can also use a toothpick and create like a fur technique. This is more of a simulated texture. Now, when you're doing simulated textures, you're trying to mimic the idea of a specific texture. Because some of you might have furry eyebrows, mustaches, plain old fur on their bodies. And a toothpick is a great thing to use. Another odd thing to use is actually foil. You can take foil, wrap it up in a ball, and it creates like a stone-like look. Like so. You only need to make one of these slabs. I did 2 just to show you how it is. The next step I would do is take a photograph of it so I can upload it into my document into section number 1. Section number 2, you're going to be explaining exactly what you use to create the texture. After it's said and done, you're going to wedge this clay. You'll watch the wedge demo that was on the day before. And you're gonna wedge this so you can use it later on. Right now I'm doing the spiral wedge, but you can do a ram's head. This is folding the clay on top of each other. And then you can put it back in with your extra clay. Wet it down.